Hello, class 8th. This is your chapter number 10, that is a letter to father. In this chapter, we will see that a son has written a letter to his father about the experience that we get in our day to day life and how we get experience not from only books but we learn something new almost each day. That is what the son is expressing in his letter. Now let's start reading from the first line. In the past, the father son relationship in India was rather conservative, which did not permit sons or daughters to discuss their problems or even views with their father freely. Mostly, they talked to him through their mother, but nowadays, because of Western influence, the scenario has changed. In fact, now both father and son or daughter can discuss together anything of common interest without much hesitation. The present letter, written by a son to his father, speaks of this liberty to express his thoughts on the question raised by his father. So, what is there in this letter that is written by this boy? That in past, the father and son relationship is very conservative. It's not as we share things like with our mothers. So here also the same thing is there, because there is a barrier, or you can say there's an hesitation between son daughter with their father. So they cannot share their views with their father freely. So mostly what happens when there's any problem faced by any son or daughter, they discuss it through their mother. But nowadays what is happening, because of Western influence, the scenario has totally changed. Now both father and son or daughter can discuss together anything that is common without any hesitation. Now the hesitation is not there, and now we can express our views with our fathers without any barrier, or there is no that hesitation left. This present letter that is written by a son to his father also speaks of this liberty to express his thoughts on the question raised by his father. There is a question that is raised by his father, and he is giving answer to that question that is raised by his father. Now, see, dear Papa, this is in answer to your letter about my transgression. Yes, my first rank slipped to the second. You have advised me that I should think before answering the papers. Yes, the operational work thing did make me reflect, and these are the results of those reflection. So what he is saying, that this letter I have written on behalf of the letter that you have sent me about the behavior, the standard behavior, and he is saying that yes, my rank has slipped to the second. Now he has come second in the class, and he said that I know that you have advised me that I should think before answering the paper, but I have not done that. There was some I haven't given much thought to it, and the word thing, he is saying here that word thing, as said by his father, it did make him show back an image, and now this is the result of those reflections. The rank, that is second rank, that is the result now he got after his exam. See here, father, we have never been very close to each other due to my leaving home for my education in the residential school, and so I can rightly say that I have always treated you as my friend, guide, and philosopher, etc. I would, however, request you to find some time to think over what I am going to say in this letter, as they are very important to me. So what he is saying, that father, I know that we have not been very close to each other, as he left uh, for boarding school for his education at very young age, and he said that I can't rightly say that I have treated you as my friend, guide, and philosopher, because he was not too close to his father, as he left for boarding school at a very early age. So he was not very close to his father, but he still says that please take out some time and think what I am writing in this letter, because the words that I've written here in this letter are very important to me, and you should understand what I am writing in this letter. All right. Now see here, father, you are highly educated and provide very well for the family, but in your departmental store, do you apply the Pythagoras theorem or Newton's law of gravity? For that, does any of your close friends bother you to advise you? Now what he's saying, he's asking his father that I know you are highly educated and you provide very well for the family, means he provide sufficient money for the family, but he's asking, do you apply Pythagoras theorem or Newton's law of gravity that you've been studying in our books in your departmental store, means to sell anything or to buy anything, do you use Pythagoras theorem or Newton's law of gravity? Then he said, does that any of your close friends bother to advise you, or is there anyone who has bothered to advise you that you should use all these things? So he's asking these questions because there's a lot of things going on in his mind. Okay. Papa, my grandfather speaks of a carefree and beautiful childhood, of days spent in plucking mangoes and guavas from your family orchards, or the picnic on the banks of the river where men cooked mouth-watering food, of playing marbles and cricket in the street with a wooden stick. This gives me an impression that studies were merely ancillary subject and living and experiencing the major subject. Father, is he joking? Or is it possible that the world has turned topsy-turvy in just about 70 years? Now what he is saying, that my grandfather, he used to talk about his childhood, that it was very carefree, very beautiful. Why? Because he used to spend days plucking mangoes and guavas from the family orchard, and they used to spend time on the banks of the river having picnic, and there men used to cook mouth-watering food, and they used to play marbles and cricket in the street with a wooden stick. So he's saying nowadays our life, what are you actually doing? We are just studying and we are going to tuition, taking coaching classes. We are actually not enjoying our childhood. So this is what he want to express through his letter, that grandfather used to speak about the time he has spent about his childhood, how he has spent his childhood, and that was more lively, more carefree, more beautiful. But nowadays it is not like this. Then he says that if I hear all these things, then there's a question in my mind that these studies, these bookish knowledge, are these ancillary subjects? Ancillary means subordinate subject, and living and experiencing is actually the major subject. So he's asking his father, is he joking? Like, was he joking about it? Or is it actually correct that living and experiencing is actually the major subject that we should study, not only the bookish knowledge we should learn? Every day we experience something and we learn something from it. So this is what he want to express through his letter. And he's saying that is it that, like, in just about 70 years the world has turned in a very disorder way, because now everyone is focused on numbers, how much numbers we are getting, not what we are learning in our day-to-day life. So this is what he is asking his father. Okay. Now see, Papa, my grandmother is a semi-educated as per today's yardstick, yet she is at peace with her eating utensils and eating style, her flowers and plants in her backyard, her religion scriptures and the scriptures of other religions. By the way, her great respect for them. So what he's saying, that he said about what he heard from his grandfather, now he's expressing the things that he want to express for his grandmother. He said that my grandmother, she was semi-educated. She was not well educated. She was semi-educated as per the standard if we compare from today. Yet she was at peace. She was happy with whatever she knows, and she was actually very experienced. She has different eating utensils, and she loved whatever she used to do. She was at peace with the way she used to eat in the utensils, the eating styles, with her flowers, with the plant that was there in her backyard. She was happy with that. And and her religious scriptures and the scriptures of other religion, which she used to respect. She used to respect all the religion. And with all these things, with the things which nowadays we call, they are old age or the old school sort of things, she was at peace with those things which she knew about flowers, plants, etc. So these are the questions that is being put by this son to his father through this letter, and rest what he's asking we'll see in the next video. This is a very deep letter that is written by a son. I just want you all to read it again till here, and in the next video we'll finish this chapter and we'll do take the correct options and the question answers as well. So bye students, and take care.